In the Catcher in the Rye, protagonist Holden Caulfield is always saying that someone is phony. Do you know phony people? Is being phony really a problem? Do you consider yourself phony? Probably you don't. But for Holden Caulfield, it is hard to find an adult who is not a phony. According to Holden, someone is a phony if they meet you and say, "How wonderful to see you." A schoolmate is a phony if they are friendly just to be polite. A school principal is a phony if they only strike up conversations with well-dressed parents. Anyone is a phony if they try to impress others by making an intellectual comment about a play. And a lawyer is a phony if to be admired saves the life of an innocent man. In other words, it's easy to be a phony. In fact, we are all phonies, all days of the year. The real question is why? Why are we like that? The answer is in our needs and desires that can only be satisfied if other people agree. So we need to convince them. This is where phoniness comes in. For example, we need money to buy food. Therefore, even in a bad mood, we need to smile at our boss or client. Being phony is necessary. Before reaching the conclusion, let's summarize to this point. In The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, the protagonist has a radar and a high sensitivity for the phoniness of others. But some falsity is needed in adult life. It turns out to be a matter of dosage. If it is high, antidote becomes a poison. For example, think of a vain singer who varies his voice not to help us experiencing the song, but for the sole purpose of showing off his singing skills. Because of his showing off, he is not providing an experience as intense as he could. He is actually wasting the song. Now, think about those who spend their lives in a job they don't like, just making money, with no plan to dedicate themselves to their vocation somewhere in the future. Well, they're also taking falsity to extremes, because work consumes a great part of life. And in a job you don't like, you won't be as happy as you could. You waste happiness potential. In contrast, the children give themselves to play and live intensely. And we, adults, need to exercise this pursuit of an activity for its own sake. There must be falsity in our life, but there's no need to live our life in falsity.